Step into the pit where legends collide. Chaos erupts, nowhere to hide. Bodies hit the mat, thunder roars. Legends rising, breaking down doors. The battle's on, the fight's begun. Steel meets flesh, there's nowhere to run. The arena shakes, the crowd's alive. Global mayhem, it's time to survive. Global mayhem, feel the wrath. No mercy found on this brutal path. High flying slams, chaos supreme. Living the nightmare, chasing the dream. Yeah, 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 yeah. Reverend Crow, raw swagger, Jimmy Jams, Doomsayer, Havok, hardcore death machine, RJ. 83. Feel the heat, fists to the sky. The fearless rise, the weak say goodbye. Metal meets fire, chaos ignites. Global mayhem, rule the night. Global mayhem, feel the wrath. No mercy found on this brutal path. High flying slams, chaos supreme. Living the nightmare, chasing the dream. Global mayhem reigns loud and clear. Step in the ring, face your fear.
Threw me to the wolves, they was ready to attack. But I came at that bitch in a fur coat, leading the pack. I said, fuck you too, fuck you too. Fuck all of the pain that you put me through. I said, fuck you too, fuck you too. Fuck all of the pain that you put me through. I said, fuck. Fuck all of you, fuck you, fuck all of you, fuck you, fuck.
You know SWA, when my brother, my OG Elite brother came to me and DJB said, Mad T, we gotta take on the hung truckers and drug money. I said, we already beat Drug Money's ass multiple times. We already beat the fucking hung truckers. What else the OG Elite's gotta do? Hell, I didn't even gotta bring my tag team title out. Why? Because you guys aren't even worthy of looking at that fucking title. You see, Drug Money, you're running rapid all through fucking SWA thinking you're big and bad. But at the end of the day, you all know the OG Elite run SWA. You can talk all the shit you want. You guys go out there and steal a world title from Swagger. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want. But the moment Drug Money comes in the OG Elite's path, that's the moment the OG Elite strike. See, y'all keep bringing in other people, Drug Money people. But at the end of the day, you don't know what I got in the OG Elites. And this right here, it could end up in War Games for all I give a fuck about. But this is Blood and Steel. SWA pay-per-view. And DJB and Mad T teaming up for the first fucking time. Do you guys realize that me and DJB have never teamed up? But that's okay. because he's my brother. I'm going to ride for him just like I ride for the rest of my brothers. Something the hung truckers don't know nothing about. Something the home truckers can't do, and that's be on the same page. Because all they can come out here and do is spit piss. Come out here and talk about how I'm going to piss in your booty hole. I'm going to do this to you. Hey, Trucker Phil, why don't you get a real fucking job? Hey, fucking Hangman Gage, why don't you try to fucking beat me? Oh, wait. That's the thing. The OG Elites, we don't have to worry about if we're backstabbing each other. We don't have to worry about any of that shit. Because at the end of the day, the OG Elites stand on top. We are the tag team champions. We are the tag team division. And there's nothing that none of you lazy motherfuckers can do. You think that you can stop me? I bet every single one of you, I'll take you all on fucking comp. I'll take every single one of you on one. I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, win or loss, you guys are going to feel Mad T. Pause, no Diddy. I know we got fucking drug money hanging around talking about being cucks and juggalos and fucking Fanta and all that fucking, or Fago, whatever the fuck they call that shit. But at the end of the fucking day, and I know this person's gonna respond, you already know. Time and place, baby boy. But with that being said, I'm gonna let DJB finish this off. And you already know, OGs. And I love just a fucking piece of meat, bitch.
That last little touch at the end there, T, just
hey.
Sadly, you expertly set up your tag team partner to step in with his part, and I'm assuming we have been struck by Sleepy Dan again. I have not heard one word from him. I have expressed my disappointment to him, and yet he's still not here.
He told me he was doing it, so I don't know.
Yeah, he told me earlier, like, I'm just going to do mine live. Okay, cool. Well, you can't do it if you're not live.
Right. Thank you, Pillar to Post.
All right.
You are.
With that out of the way, and Dan, I guess, asleep, we're going to go on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Hangman Gage.
Hangman Gage.
Gage.
SWA is starting to feel a bit like alphabet soup. But first things first, can you smell it? Smells like victory. Smells like the wrongs of the past have been made right. Because once again, the Hung Truckers are your SWA Tag Team Champions. We've been talking all night on the old CB radio. We've been strategizing before we hit the road in that convoy, riding straight to my home turf, my state of Michigan, for the Breslin Center in Lansing. It's kind of interesting. Every time the Hung Truckers are in a tag team title match, hell, a tag team match in general, things get a little more crazy. Things get a little more weird. Things get a bit more hectic and a whole lot more violent. The rules seem to get looser and the stipulations get all the stranger. And I don't think I've seen much stranger than this. Hate in a crate in Lansing, Michigan. Oh, the convoy that Trucker and Phil and I are intending to run all over these teams, full of familiar faces, yet things have been twisted. It's like funhouse mirrors of what we just did. Now, instead of just the OGs, it's the OG Elite, DJB and Mad T. And then with the Kliq, it's not drug money, it's the Kliq, but there's G.O.A.T to the motherfucking T, the GOAT. And Seth Sessenbrenner. First things first, look at this alphabet soup. We got DJB, we got T, and we got G.O.A. and another T. Then it's got the Hung Truckers. Hungry for action. Now, DJB Mad T does sound like kind of a delicious sandwich and a nice beverage, doesn't it, Trucker Phil? Right, he's not over there right now. He's on the other side of the convoy. And then, of course, the Kliq. G.O.A.T, Seth Sessenbrenner. Now, G.O.A.T, no insult to you,
Well, we just had a dance, so I hope you'll forgive me for once again kind of glancing over you to talk to your partner, because Sessenbrenner and I, we got some history, don't we? Oh, yeah. Way back when, the land of the heretics, you kept putting me down by nefarious means, and I never got my pound of flesh. And I can be a patient man, but I am not a forgiving man. I've been sitting on this. I've been waiting for this chance for revenge, for payback to extract my pound of flesh. And I can take as much flesh as I want in this hate in a crate match now, can I? I can skin you alive. I can attach you to the back of our convoy, and instead of just dragging you around, I can make sure you get all the road rash so there's nothing left but bone. And that's for Mad T. Oh, I love getting me just a piece of you. We keep going back and forth on wins, don't we? But again, we've had enough conversating. No, I need to talk to Mr. Elite, Mr. DJ motherfucking B. How you doing, DJB? You feeling good? Feeling strong? Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on you properly. To show the world I can hang with one of those icons, those pillars that I never got to truly, properly scrap up against. True, I can't have all the fun. Trucker Phil is going to be doing his part, swigging them piss jugs at your heads all over the place. And everything else that we do. But at the end of the night, that hate in the crate match, Lansing, Michigan, we're walking in, SWA Tag Team Champions. We're running a convoy over 4 men that I have deep history, a lot of animosity, and a whole lot to prove against. And we're walking out still SWA Tag Team Champions.
Did I miss when we lost the titles?
I'd have to go back and tell you the exact time. I've been drunk on a beach for the past week. I can't remember my name.
You know me, I get high as fuck and I forget shit.
Yeah, right. Like, no, I was there for it. I just don't remember it happening.
It might have been at the last fucking pay-per-view, but I don't know. Rockstar told me we retained, but
It
I
might
don't
have
know.
been. I'll have to.
Yeah.
Please, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to Hangman Gage's tag team partner. It's Trucker Phil.
Woo-wee! It is my pleasure to be able to introduce you all to Blood and Steel 2025. Yes, you're all in for one hell of a treat. Myself and Hangman Gage of the Hung Truckers, we're getting to defend our championships. We just won right on back, and it is real nice on our shoulders. But it looks like Mad T has found himself, another friend. And now that's 3 now. But not only that, but we're facing Drug Money Inc. And although Bong Daddy, he's not here, good for him being able to fight for the SWA World Championship. Well, I do pull for him. I'm actually really, really pulling for him, although I love Ralph. But now that the crate's going to be coming down, the hate has washed over on us like we're in the South or something. So yes, once that cage rolls on down, we're going to have to gear up. And I ain't going to forget to raise up my piss jug. So all of you fellow truckers and Berthas and Marthas, I hope you raise them up, because we're going to need it. We're going to need all that energy, for it's going to rain upon those who face us of the Hung Truckers. Yes, last week we got lucky. It was a 2-on-2 situation, but now we have to, put eyes on our peckers, on our rears, on our shoulders, wherever we can, because there's going to be weapons. And heck, there's going to be jugs hanging from the ceiling, because I personally paid Roscoe to hang them on up there. That's right. Roscoe, he's always put to work. He always does the job. But now, I have to take on G.O.A.T and Seth. 2 guys that, have been causing absolute chaos and carnage. That makes me real happy. Because they deserve to be baptized just like Mad T was. Yes, Mad T's bald head has seen many of golden showers. And DJB, I know you wanted to get close and give old Chucker Phil a hug. I forgot to shower recently, so yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of mustiness. And I bet you enjoy that, buddy. I bet you enjoy getting real close to the stench. Oh yes. Now that the cage is going to be lowered, I'm going to be able to mark all of my territory all over all four of you. And well, my partner, well, he's real excited. He's real excited. But before I rumble on a little too much, let me ask you something. For the millions of people around the world, for the thousands in attendance, and for everybody in the back. What you gonna do when the hung truckers run a convoy on you? Rest. Yes.
At least he's staying hydrated.
Exactly. And that's a good thing. You want to stay hydrated, especially in this business.
You know, sir, I'm starting this little game show, me and Wapo is, and I think, because Trucker Phil, I know you're going to watch this. Trucker Phil, you would do perfect on this game show. It's a show where, like, the whole, like, and whoever wins, yeah, and whoever wins gets a plaque. But, bro, Trucker Phil, like, it's all like spin the wheel. Each match is a spin the wheel gimmick, and it's like a tournament. And bro, Trucker Phil, get in my DMs because I think you even fucking Gage. Oh my god, dude, it'd be fucking hilarious.
I feel like you could make something out of it.
Yes. No, that I love Trucker
Ladies
Phil
and gentlemen,
and I love Gage. God, they're funny as shit.
With that. That brings us to our last contestants for this match. Seth Sessenbrenner and G.O.A. to the motherfucking T. It's the Kliq.
Following announcement has been paid for by the Juggalo World Order.
This shit I'm doing is bigger than you. Do not interfere. I'm so far ahead of you niggas, it look like I'm not even here. Although my road is not even clear, I don't see no other option to steer. I'm going out as a legend, you know it, my envious enemies dropping a tear. You should know I get it popping by my name. I do, man, these hoes ain't never rocking with no lane. That's you, bitch, I'm married to this motherfucking game. It's true, if you really think you got me in your aim, this you.
Blood and Steel. The night that the Bong Daddy takes the World Heavyweight Championship home to the Kliq where it belongs. The night that the G.O.A. to the motherfucking T and Seth Sessenbrenner lay out 4 more bottom bareback bitches. The OG elites, the faces of meth, and the hung truckers. Do you honestly think that you stand a chance when you step into the ring with the greatest tag team on the planet? The future of professional wrestling, the present. We are professional wrestling. It doesn't stop here. So by now, it's a little too late for all of you to realize what has officially happened to this precious little piece of shit company. We run professional wrestling. The OG Elite ain't gonna stop us. The hung truckers ain't gonna stop us. Nobody is gonna stop the Kliq. Blood and Steel. The night that the Kliq officially changed the chapter, changed the story, and changed professional wrestling.
It seems that the Kliq continues to cause problems. Just like I told you we were gonna do. You see, the G.O.A. to the motherfucking T is not a liar. I come out here and I shoot it to you straight, spitting facts. There's not a lie that's gonna come out of this fucking body. I told you all we were gonna spin this shit upside down. We were gonna stir the pot. We were gonna change the way SWA was. Everything that you remembered then, It's over. This is a new era, a new dawn here in SWA, and everything runs through the fucking Kliq. And my best friend is gonna take care of business, and he's gonna bring your world heavyweight title home, and it's gonna be ours. Fair this time. We're not just gonna have to make claims that possession is 9/10 of the law. No, we're gonna make claims to it as ours now. And that's what this is. This isn't an individual thing. We work together as a cohesive unit to continue our destruction in this bitch. OGs, elite, hung truckers, I hope you realize what you're up against this week in Seth and Brenner and the G.O.A. to the motherfucking T. I'm going to be completely honest, the match, I didn't even know what it was. I had to do some research. I thought we were all going to stand around and have ourselves a circle jerk. I thought we were all going to put our balls on the table and see who has the biggest ones of them all. You don't want that competition. Because when G.O.A.T drops these big old G.O.A.T balls on the fucking table, every single one of you would be instantly intimidated. You would be shocked. You would be running for the door. Because once again, I ain't lying. I got the biggest fucking balls in this game. I'm the best aim in this game. I'm the greatest shooter you're ever gonna see. And I'm gonna tell you, everything that is happening is gonna continue to happen. So buckle up. Get ready for the ride of your life, because drug money and the Kliq, we ride at dawn, bitch.
You know, he's right, though. I caught a glimpse of his balls in the locker room. They're scary. No diddy.
I mean, not wrong.
But can we say how fucking...
Before I get into the...
Yeah, go ahead.
So before I get into this, I want to make sure like everything coming through clear. You can hear me fine.
Yep.
Before I get into match results.
You're
Perfect.
good.
You're a peach. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the ring. The second the cell door slams, G.O.A.T and Seth open up on anything that moves. Chair shots start getting thrown. Phil's forehead split open. Seth waffles Mad T in the ribs with a chair. DJB yanks it out of Seth's hand and launches it into G.O.A.T's face. Trucker Phil sits up, wiping the blood across his face. A wild look in his eyes before he launches himself into G.O.A.T. Gage kicks the chair into Seth's chest, then slings Seth headfirst into the chain link. Phil catches the rebound, landing a sidewalk slam onto the discarded chair. Mad T powering G.O.A.T up and lawn darts him into the cage wall. Let's see. DJB and Mad T working together, landing a double back suplex and a flying knee combo that sends Seth crashing into the cell wall. Seth retaliates and counters a truck stop attempt by climbing the cage halfway, springing off with a lariat that wipes out both of the truckers. DJB and Mad T set G.O.A.T up for a Tower of Doom. Mad T comes off, toppling G.O.A.T to the floor. Trucker Phil drags a ladder from under the ring and brings it between the apron and the wall. DJB tries for a spear of excellence, but Gage sidesteps. DJB hitting the wall, tearing part of the panel out. Mad T and Seth brawl on the bridge ladder. Mad T delivering a pop-up power bomb through a ringside table. Mad T re-enters the ring, eyes locked on a staggering Hangman Gage. He hoists Gage up and lands a pop-up power bomb. DJB charges G.O.A.T, landing a spear that sends him through the ropes as Mad T turns, trying to land another power bomb on Gage for the finish. And DJB lands a brev kick to Mad T, dropping him like a sack of rocks and pulling Gage into the cover. 1, 2, 3, your winners, the Hung Truckers. Mad T slowly regaining consciousness, glaring daggers at DJB, who just stares back. No apology, no explanation before exiting the cell alone and storming off to a sea of confused boos.
What the fuck? Can't trust that man, never.
You notice he wasn't here.
That sneaky son of a bitch. What an asshole.
Fucking kinky.
Leave me hanging like that.
But you know who is here?
Oh. It's Trucker Phil.
What's up, everybody?
Good match, Trucker Phil. Good match.
Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just put it that way.
You know what? You know what? You inspired me, Mad T. You inspired me.
Well, I'm proud I inspired you. At least I'm inspiring somebody.
There you go.
Well,
yeah.
Trucker Phil, first off, congratulations. Big, crazy win for that. But I'm glad you're here because I think you're going to be very happy with what match 2 for the night is.
Oh, shit.
We have got us a no-holds-barred match between Mordekai, I got it right this time.
You did it!
And Reverend Crow.
It's going to be a good match.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first on the card is Mordekai. So, gentlemen, if you're ready, we'll go ahead and get to it.
Let's get it.
There.
The SWA mountaintop spiraling down into chaos, and I dig it. But here at the bottom, in the gutter, it's where I've got to sit right now. Having the bloated corpses of wannabes that never were. Tryhards, well, I forgot to try. And then we've got Blood and Steel. No holds barred. Reverend Crow, you know what that means, right? It's my element. It's what I was born and bred to be. You see, they go and tag it as a no holds barred. Might as well have just said street fight. Might as well have just said extreme rules. Might as well have just said hardcore. Because anything that has been restricted by the SWA, completely out the fucking window. What does that mean for you and I, though? Well, I can guarantee you, I'm bringing my pry bar along. You see, you have a little bit of an affliction. A bit of a split right down the brain pan there. You see, you got one side thinking you're a reverend, you got the other side thinking that you're a well-endowed trucker. Therein lies the problem. I don't have your complete attention. And when it comes down to it, I just got to make you whole. You see, I get it. The other guy is holding on to tag gold right now. But Reverend, you should be a whole lot more than you are. Whole lot more. So win, lose, doesn't make a difference to me. See, when I drop that pry bar right in the cracky old forehead, it's going to become very, very clear. As that blood trickles down your face, you should have been prepared. And I'm not talking about prepared as in have a plan, because every plan has one of these waiting for you. It tends to fuck up a plan now, doesn't it? You see, a guy like me doesn't walk into a fight with a plan. Nah. Now, we walk into a fight expecting a fight. And we do what we've got to do to get the J.O.B. done. Well, doing the J.O.B., not a hard thing for me to do. You see, our face-off, you made it pretty damn clear where your kinks are. You like to hide in dark closets while furiously cranking on that beak of yours. It's all right, though. Everybody needs their kink. My kink is going to be all about the pain I deliver on June 26th, Blood and Steel. Now, when it comes down to it, I don't know which one of us is going to walk out with a W here. Doesn't make a difference. You see, I don't plan on letting you walk out at all. It doesn't matter if you get the 1, 2, the 3. You're going to get carried out, boy. It's already written. And you think you've got me figured out. You think you know me. You've read cover to cover, as you've said. I'm just beginning the story, little man. So come Blood and Steel, Chapter 1 gets finished. Where Chapter 2 leads us, it is going to be a beautiful tale to tell. So, ladies and gentlemen, get prepared. We're coming. And it is going to be flat out mayhem at Blood and Steel. It's time to step things up a notch. I'm out of here.
Guys, we got a problem.
What?
What's up?
He is plagiarizing a very, very angry painted man. There's only one man that uses one of these. And if he keeps pushing the goddamn buttons, well,
you know, I think Dan made a good comment there. He's like, it looked like he's reading. I swear to God, I thought he was reading a script there.
my buddy Necro is the real crowbar man.
Well, you gotta say that right. Say neck row. You know, you can't be. Guy, Kliq. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
I want that man to sell me car insurance. I love you, TJ.
What did TJ say? Yeah, exactly. Like that's a guy that I would talk to at a car lot or something. Like, you know, just, you know, selling me some shit. That old man's been selling cars for like 20 years. Yeah, that's him.
This baby right here is something you can pass on to your kids.
Yep, you can pass it on to your kids. Look, it's got about 20,000 miles, but hey, don't worry about that.
Oldest ride, longest line. Space Mountain.
Oh my God.
Yes, see, like I can understand that. Some people just have their form of cadence, and that's how it comes out. I have seen people that like they're not reading a lick, but that's how it sounds when they
exactly
say it.
I didn't mean you were really reading the script, brother.
I've actually been accused of reading my promos for like the first 3 years, but
you're not Dante.
But yeah, I never read it, and I didn't think you were reading it, man.
No, it was just like the way it looked. The way it looked, it kind of looked like you were, but no, I know you weren't. But like, yeah. Smack.
Smacks SUV.
Fucking
Did so many
TJ,
power
I swear to
bombs
God,
off
bro.
this.
This is why he's my favorite guy.
TJ, if I had a car salesman that actually did that, I would buy that car immediately.
Facts.
Like,
I don't care how much it costs.
you
I'm
can
buying
stop
that
selling.
car.
You stuff oil.
I can see Chuck or Phil selling trucks. But like, look, this semi right here, this baby right here. Yeah, you know, you could do this in the back. You could carry your piss right here.
You've got so many goddamn lot lizards in the trail of this thing.
That's a cute kitten. That's a cutie. I seen that on your Facebook. I like it. She's cute.
Oh yeah. She's a little troublemaker. She keeps crawling inside of the truck.
I mean, look who she's learning it from. Oh, what? Swagger says something.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mordekai. We are going to move on now to his opponent, the esteemed Reverend Crow.
I love your news.
The Book of Crow. A book of many, many, and I mean many secrets. And when you open these pages and you flip them, your mind and your body will be enlightened. But sometimes these trespassers, they refuse to open their minds and their hearts. And that just means that I have to work a little bit harder. Mr. Mordekai.
Yes, you have come in here and you have kicked a few things over. You got the attention of the top dogs. Well, that, sir, is your undoing. Although, no matter what the outcome, you will be a made man here in the SWA. Whether that is made in blood or you standing tall, that's for me to know and you to find out. Yes, before everybody was trying to keep us apart, keep us from absolutely eviscerating each other. But now, we are going one-on-one with no holds barred, nobody to get in our way. So we can literally tear the kitchen sink off the walls and knock each other over the head. Heck, I intend to do it. Yes, I am a preacher. I am a man of the people. And when you read the Book of Crow, and you're good to the good book will be good to you. But you, sir, are very stubborn. So now I'm allowed to open up my bag of tricks and pull out whatever the means are. Because you, sir, you need enlightenment. Your mind is trapped elsewhere. But your body is walking around like a zombie through the SWA. So, either you will be slayed, and your black heart will be ripped out of your chest for the world to see, or you will get down on your knees and hold out your hands and accept the message, accept the Book of Crow. Tonight, you will taste blood and steel.
Did your audio seem distorted there a little bit, like really like loudish, like where it was like kind of messing up because it was hitting a certain volume? Was it just me?
Oh, it was because well, there's a little bit of a difficulty in sound pickup, so I had a little bit of help, and you know, it sounds better than what it was before in some ways because there's not wind hitting it, but it did take a slight hit.
But when picking up the decibels so you can hear the voice more, it also kind of picks up the excess sound.
Yeah, that's why like in KaiMaster there's noise cancellation, but like if you use it, like it does distort your audio a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, you know, it's just
I tell people all the time.
I gotta accept it.
Suggest, I mean, I'm usually the last person to tell somebody to go shopping on Temu, but I'll tell anybody, like, if that's the problem, like you need to be further away from your camera, but you want it to get your voice, like it's literally tops $10-12. They've got sets of little wireless lapel mics that you can get, and it'll centralize your voice and cut out more of the excess around you. You just have to make sure, like, if you're using an iPhone, get one where the receiver fits an iPhone. If you're using a Samsung, get one where the receiver fits a Samsung, because then you just end up with a set that you can't use.
But that's not taking away. It was a good promo. That was a very good promo.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows I always shit on Crow's promos.
Honestly, to me, like I understand that, like, sound is a very important part to it, but I also understand that sound is something that some people just can't do anything about.
Yeah.
Like they're just.
I mean, you gave me a fighting chance. You gave me a fighting chance with this lapel mic thing, so I'm just saying that's good.
Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah, I've seen him on Temu. I see him on TikTok Shop too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How do you spell it? lapel, you know.
Lapel mic?
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, LAPEL.
LAPEL. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh
Look
shit!
for-
I'm
like,
still Tricker
they do
Phil.
have
What the
wi-
fuck?
They do have wired ones. They do have wired ones, so you'll have to look and make sure it's a wireless set, but like they're worth it.
Yeah.
I would.
I like wireless a lot. I can crank my hog via Bluetooth.
What the fuck is this world coming to?
Oh. So, ladies and gentlemen, with those words from Reverend Crow, we're going to get on to match 2. From the moment the bell rings, this one isn't a wrestling match. It's an exorcism through ultra violence. Crow charging in first with heavy haymakers, smashing Mordekai repeatedly with hammer fists over the skull. Mordekai answering back with that bar to the gut, folding Crow to the mat. Mordekai grabs a trash can full of weapons, emptying it into the ring like he's laying the tools out for surgery. Crow stands up and hits a running drop kick, launching Mordekai into the steel steps with a sickening clang. The steps shift off their base from the impact. Mordekai retaliates with pulling out a staple gun and locking it into Crow's forehead, opening Crow up hard side. Blood drips down his face, his teeth bared in a grin as he licks the blood from his palm and screams in rage at Mordekai. A table's propped up in the corner. Crow rushes for a spear and Mordekai sidesteps, sending him crashing through the wood. Crow tangled up in the wreckage. Mordekai rolls out of a legit kitchen sink. Mordekai rolls out a legit kitchen sink strapped with duct tape to a shopping cart. Crow counters by hurling a brick from a pizza pan directly into Mordekai's shoulder, halting the charge, then smashing it into Mordekai's back like a battering ram. Mordekai gets Crow up for his cradle to the grave pile driver, only for Crow to reverse and backdrop Mordekai. Just before, I'm sorry, I'll skip the line there. Crow grabs Mordekai and goes to lock him up for the BA drop, just as Deviant jumps over the railing, springs onto the apron, and springboard drop kicks both men. Crow rolling through, picking Mordekai and locking him into a small package. 1, 2, 3, and Mordekai kicks out at the very last second, just as 3 lands. Crow sits up, his face a crimson mask from the staple gun. Deviant slides into the ring, arms wide, ready to gloat with Crow, but Crow snaps, landing a BA drop to Deviant. He gets to his feet, glaring down at his opponent, then across the ring at Mordekai, still stirring. The camera lingers on both bloodied warriors, locking eyes through exhaustion and pain. No words needed. This isn't over, not even close.
My God, that was a match.
Shit.
Fires
Fucking
in
shit.
Swagger's locker room. And
Yeah, when you were reading, I read that. That killed me. Walks in, kicks him in the dick. That's not sportsmanlike, sir.
And it's clear that this is about what I expected from Crow and Mordekai. It's just too, like, you may not look at him that way, but Crow's a roughneck. Like, he gets in there and just throws whatever he can, and whatever sticks.
I mean, we've seen that when he was taking on Swagger all those times.
Yeah. Oh God, like, all the way into the beginning of the year at least.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
some of those matches. Some of those Swagger matches are gut wrenching.
Oh yeah.
It shows you the intestinal fortitude that people like Swagger and Crow have for this.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean,
Hi! But, here's the real question. What have you done recently.
You baby back bitches, you spineless yellow-bellied motherfuckers, running and hiding.
But, here's the real question. What have you done recently?
You know, this doesn't have to be good. It certainly doesn't have to be great.
But, here's the real question. What have you done recently?
You know, maybe I need to drive it home just a little bit more.
Man, it's so boring.
But, here's the real question. What have you done recently?
Gynecologist told her it was good for a yeast infection.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you close a fucking show.
No, really. What have you done recently?
Well, what have you done recently?
I've got drunk on the beach in Florida.
I mean, that's acceptable.
That's
He's a swimmer.
Swimming kitty.
Right? Look at this little one. She's purring the entire
So,
damn
ladies and
time.
gentlemen, we have not had an opportunity to do something like this one before, and I think this next match is going to be a lot of fun. One of our competitors is already in the ring, so he's just waiting for these final words from everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, next up is a championship scramble match for the SWA National Championship. Havok versus Deviant versus Rockstar versus Casey Luchador versus Asian Panda versus TMX.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Oh. Shit's
You
gonna
know
go
them, you
down.
love them. We're gonna go in the order they are on the card. So, ladies and gentlemen, my personal favorite, support boobs. It's Havok.
The time is now. All the people in this match are finally getting ready for this match. That match is going to be one hell of a brutal match. A match that I'm really excited for. And there's no doubt I'm going to use weapons. I'm going to make everybody feel pain. Everybody feels like there's a spanking going to happen. And there is no doubt in the world. Team X, you are going to be the first one that is really going to get the beating of their life. I mean, all the guys will have their spanking as well. But this one is a very important. You know, I can use this mirror right here. I can use it. I can use it by hitting someone with it. That mirror can only shatter to the time that I am done with this. I can use it on anything. I can use it on anyone. But that everyone means anyone. In that ring, in the backstage locker room, even the commentary. Because I can be that psycho. I can be that loco. I can be anyone's. Because there's no doubt in the world. This time like this can only mean one belt, one holder, one victory. All this time, no one expected what's going to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Sure hell, I am.
Well, she seems pissed off. What did you do? Did you not buy her a present? Jesus Christ. All she wanted was a portable AC to walk around.
I didn't do any. I'm saving that. I didn't do anything. I'm saving that for after the show.
Those spankings that you talked about earlier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Havok. We are going to move on to the next man on the docket. It's Deviant.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blood and Steel. Now, Deviant gets a treat from management, a multi-man championship scramble match for the National Championship. Now, Havok, you've been a great up and running star here in SWA, but I get to ruin you. I get to destroy you, and I get to obliterate all your hopes and your dreams that have lined up in your way of becoming the biggest and brightest star that this company has seen. And then there's handfuls like Rockstar and KC Luchador, who aren't even on the radar that myself, Asian Panda, and Havok are. They are always bound to be in the bottom of the barrel, the bottom of the totem pole, and inside the pit of despair every single time they're out here. They try so hard, but then they get knocked down. It's just not fair that they're in this match. They don't belong here. So I'm going to rid the cancer cells out of this match and abolish their time here in SWA. Make it short. Obliterate them from the picture. And then TMX, a man who I absolutely despise. A fat, creepy bastard who thinks he has everything in the palm of his hands, when in all it is just a fantasy. You live in a world that is not real, TMX. You're the hype guy for SME, I get it. But you know what? Where's the hype behind you? Where is all that gone? You used to be out here all energetic and giving it your all. But all you've been doing is sitting in front of your camera and mumbling at the mouth. It's not going to help you in this situation. And then, the best will last, Asian Panda. You really want noodles and rice up your ass and down your throat, because that's exactly what's going to happen when Deviant gives you the beating of a lifetime. I'm going to make you swallow all the meals that you're willing to prepare for your opponents. And I can tell you one thing, Asian Panda. The bullshit you spew will finally be put to a stop, and your mouth will finally be sewn shut. This is Deviant's game, ladies and gentlemen. You're just playing it. Now it's time to fall in line.
Okay. If you're gonna fucking use like a green screen thing, make sure
That
you have
laugh.
lighting.
That laugh at the end.
Once you like, I don't know, like I'll keep my opinions down.
That laugh at the end, man. That's some signature fucking creepy.
It's a little creepy. Yeah, I'll give that.
All right, gentlemen, we are going to move on to our next video from the Hall of Famer himself, Johnny Rockstar.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Johnny
While
Rockstar!
everybody's enjoying the Hall of Famer, future OG Elite member, I'm gonna be rebooting a few things and be back. I may be a minute or two after the Rockstar video is over, but I'm gonna let you enjoy the Hall of Famer while I gotta do.
Titled of blood and steel is upon us right throughout of the night. But wait a minute, something is about to come right from the sky. Was it a dark steel of a moon? They fulfill or dripping or dropping all the blood like gravity kills or gravity hits. And then you know what's next is about to come. We have the Hall of Famer, Johnny Rockstar. He has to say he is being in an SWA National Championship Scramble match against a clown like Krusty the Clown or Pennywise in Deviant. And the other challengers as well, like Casey Luchador, my ex-tag team partner and my rival. Then the two have been national champions. And speaking of Havok and TMX, the so-called SME guy. Well, you know what that makes me, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to show you it by carrying you to the Rock Night Light. It's about to be beaming. And I'm going to go all out and all in to become the national champion of this company.
Rockstar, I love you. I do. Bro, stop wasting half your video on talking about here comes Rockstar. Fucking Rockstar. Gotta love him.
Dude, when he did that little raspy moment.
He makes me laugh. Like, he's fucking hilarious. But like, god damn it, Rockstar.
Here comes Rockstar. Blood and steel. My former tag team partner, Casey Luchador, also my rival now.
Oh my god. The way Rockstar says his opponent's name is legendary. Exactly. Exactly, Jimmy. I'm feeling into the spirit. What spirit are you feeling into, Rockstar? It ain't Christmas. Oh, fuck. Where the hell did this go? The computer probably fucking up again. Jimmy, how come you on here, Jimmy? Jimmy out here. Into blood and steel type. Oh, you're into the blood and steel type of spirit? That's cool, Rockstar. Yeah. And Deviant, I wasn't making fun of, I wasn't making fun of your green screen, but bro, like, if you want to do green screen work, get an actual green screen. You can go to fucking Walmart and get fabric cheap as fuck, bro. Get a green sheet. It's not hard. And also, Deviant, if you're gonna do the green screen thing like that, make sure you have enough lighting. Yeah, DJB fucked me over on multiple fronts tonight. Didn't show up for the match. Then he went the match. And then on the match, he turned on me. That slimy son of a bitch.
Holy
My hot
crap.
take on that? I don't know, Jimmy. See, me and DJB have never really truly got along. So it's a kitty. It's a kitty. The swimming kitty. Swim, kitty, swim.
Oh, she wants to roll over.
Oh, I don't want on my back no more, damn it.
She just won't stop purring. She literally will not stop purring.
Wants attention. Is the OG's cursed? No, I don't think the OGs are cursed. It's just, I mean, people like to talk shit. You gotta do it like that. Casual. Kitty mania. Yo, as many fucking of y'all that have fucking kitties, we literally could put on an E-Fed kitty mania.
Yes.
Like, I don't have cats, but I would host it.
See, we've got more people supporting the SMEO event.
Yeah, like my money's on Kitty Abigail though. Jimmy's Kitty Abigail's my favorite. I mean, a kitty mania would be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, Trucker Phil. I know you're not an EMP, but like, so WAPO is doing this new game show as like a seasonal event thing, and the matches are all in game show style. So it's spin the wheel to see who your opponent is, and it's spin the wheel for the fucking stipulation. And we're looking for 16 people to do this. And I was like, yo, Trucker Phil would be perfect for that. Because like they're gonna be off the wall fucking different fucking things like gimmick swaps, all kinds of shit.
That sounds freaking insane.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It is
I heard everything you said. It sounds fucking wicked.
Yeah, my money is on Cheesecake. Who the fuck is Cheesecake?
That is Cheesecake is a beloved member of the Swagger household, and we love Cheesecake.
Oh, see, I was like, I'm fat, so I was thinking Cheesecake.
So did the Rockstar video play, or do we need to play?
Yeah, it played. Oh, it played.
Okay, good.
So,
with me back in the saddle and everything seeming to work fine now for the moment, I'm not going to push my luck, and we're going to move forward to KC Luchador.
I swear to God, this is like a whole minute intro. I swear to God, I'm shitting all over you again, Casey.
Kansas City 316 says, prepare yourself for Lucha Madness.
What the fuck? I'm fucking dead.
Alright, well, I'm going to make this short and sweet right now, SWA. As you know, the National Championship Scramble match is this week. You have superstars like me, Asian Panda, TMX, Havok, Deviant, and Rockstar, all competing to become the national champion here at SWA. I cannot wait to be in that ring very soon. I'm looking forward to win it all. And as you know, my luchadors of SWA, this National Championship Scramble match is definitely going to be a wild and crazy one. You see, if I could, say, make Rockstar tap out, or maybe pin Havok in that ring, I could be the interim champion until the match is over. Then I'll be the real national champion by the end of the day. Think about that. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For God is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for our sins, now at the hour of our death. Amen. God protect me on this very day.
Casey, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yo, I like fucking TJ's comment. That's where the Sixth Ranger went. Fucking dead. Yo, TJ, I love you. I swear to God, I love you, TJ. God damn it.
Gimmick swap. I need Mad T as Reverend Crow.
I'm not participating in the fine print because I'm being a judge for it. Fine pit, whatever.
Man, Ralph and Bong Daddy over here having a whole backstage brawl.
You better get some theory out there.
I can't keep up with it because they steady throwing blows back and forth.
I mean, these men are going to be fucking tired by the time they get out there.
The thinning of the herd starts tonight with your old decrepit cuck ass. What?
What the fuck? Yo, Ralph.
Stunner. Send over. See you in the ring. Bye. Man, goddamn it, y'all save it for the ring.
Jesus, Swagger, calm down. I judged his Judge Hype and EMP last episode. This motherfucker did 30 seconds of talking, and then it was a 2:30 promo. So 2 minutes of like intro and outro.
Oh, KC.
I think he does it to fucking troll.
I love you. He may be, man. He may be doing that just to troll the shit out of people.
I thought Rockstar was.
And if he is right. Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we're going to move on to something I've been waiting for because we haven't seen this gentleman in SWA in a good little while now. It's Asian Panda.
Emotional damage.
God damn it.
Hello, SWA. What's going on here? I took Asian Panda's time here to talk about a title that means a lot to me. No, not this one. We'll get to that. The SWA National Championship. It was something that helped springboard me to the top of the entire business and helped me finally lay claim to the true heavyweight championship of this entire business, the IW Universe Champion of the Multisphere. Don't think about it. It makes sense if you don't. So I'm here just to wish all the competitors good luck. You can look at stuff like this for your future here. Also, good luck to Ralph Swagger. I don't think anyone else really has his back going into this match. There's going to be probably 19 Heresy guys walking Bong Daddy out to the ring like a Goldberg because they have unity, yet SWA does not. I would love to help, but I'm the IW World Heavyweight Champion, the last true champion of this business. Potential future World Cup champs, IW as well. So yeah, I'm glad you guys got to hear some emotional damage, but I really want everyone's spirits to be tip-top here tonight as they vied for a title that I once had, the National Championship. So I will be back there to shake your hand, maybe take some pictures with the true champion, and yeah, that's about it. Bye!
I was excited for Asian Panda. God damn it, Jimmy. You fucking IW cuck.
Guys, is Jimmy our Mick Foley?
Yes.
Yes.
100% Jimmy is our Mick Foley. That's what I've never thought about it like that, but Jimmy is.
He's Eugene. He's basically Eugene if, you know, you didn't make him take the pills.
I mean, Bloka's are our truth of the E-Fed world. Jimmy's our Mick Foley.
Oh, yeah.
If Jimmy popped up in early November and was just like, hey guys, I wrote a Christmas book. It's entitled How Jimmy Jam Saved Christmas. I would never blink an eye. I would just be like, no, I'll buy a copy. What?
I'd buy 5. And I'd pass them out to children.
Yeah, I need to read How Jimmy Jam Saved Christmas. Let's not fuck around about this.
Jimmy, you know what you gotta do now.
Jimmy's gonna become a best-selling author.
Bro, I swear to God, like.
No, he's not gonna write it. He's gonna actually save Christmas.
If that's Eugene,
he's actually gonna save Christmas so everybody can see it.
Yo, Bloka does call him the Jack Black of this industry.
We need to write the script for this. It's Jimmy Saves Christmas with special guest appearance by Bloka.
Oh, Bloka would do it. You know he would. Speaking of Bloka,
Oh,
go look for Bloka
Oh,
on
God.
EWN, guys. Hall of Fame.
Guys, if we don't get pushed forward, we'll never get to this. So many ideas now. Hold on to those. Put a pin in them.
Yeah, put a pin in them.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you've all been waiting for this one. It's the SWA guy, your national champion.
Attacking me now?
Team
attacking me now?
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the night here at Blood and Steel where I'm taking on 5 other competitors in a championship scramble match. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, here in Lansing, Michigan, you will bear witness to the SWA National Champion, the SWA guy TMX, take out all 5 competitors and retain this title. Because, you know, here's the thing, and it's funny, because I've already beaten Rockstar, I've already beaten Casey Luchador, and I've beaten the former champion Demon Havok, in which she's getting her rematch here tonight. Now, I also face an ass clown who needs to go back to the circus in Deviant. And I also got to face a guy that's dressed up in a panda costume, an Asian panda, in which we all know who he truly is behind that damn costume. He's a joke anyway. But the SWA guy needs better competition. Needs that competition to be better. Because these 5 have no chance in hell of taking this title off my shoulder and actually be a great national champion like I am. As I'm making this title better than it was before, better than who held it first before, and that was Jimmy Jams, before I beat his ass at No Love Lost. Then I made that mistake at Cyber War Games, which will never happen again. And then I got back my title on Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. And
Not only do I have this, I have the power in the Diamond in the Bank briefcase. So here's a fair warning to you five. You guys have no fucking chance in taking my title. You guys don't deserve it because you're not in my league right now. The SME guy TMX is at the top of his game and is having the best damn part of his career being the national champion and holding this briefcase until the greatest cash-in of all time happens. And that is a fair warning to all other champions, including the world champion. That is a fair warning to everyone in that locker room. TMX is at the top of his game right now. No one in that locker room can take the national title off my shoulder. No one in this business has the balls to do it. Tonight at Blood and Steel, remember, I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I am the SME guy, and I will retain my SWA National Championship.
Yeah, you fucking cucks. What he said.
I really fucking hate TMX. I really fucking hate that kid.
I'm sorry, but I was laughing the whole time because I started to see Winnie the Pooh speaking.
Bro, I swear to God, like, when I look at TMX, I think of a fatter version of Fluffy.
I will give him credit. He has come a long way from what he used to do.
Yeah, he still no shows.
He's busted his ass to get where he's at. So I'll give him credit. Am I going to put him against Phil Marshall anytime soon?
Oh gosh!
You thought 19-point difference was bad? Fuck it, hey, that'd be like a 40-point.
Look, I'm not going to put me against Bulletproof Phil Marshall anytime soon. So that's.
I've had my fair share of Phil lately.
Yeah. You can only get filled so many times before I'm just like, no, man, I've had enough. You wouldn't want me now anyway.
My question is, did buyers approve of him using his video? Just saying.
Yes.
Oh, well. Yeah, I get one charity a year, I guess.
See, I'm like, anytime it comes to like, did buyers do something? I feel like you need to keep in mind, like, that would buyers do this? How much of a troll buyers likes to be?
Yes. I still would say yes.
I love the dude to death. That's one of my fucking homies, but he'll troll the shit out of somebody for all the right reasons.
Yes. I am chill. I'm chill, Shadow. I'm chill. Listen. Fuck
you have to be.
Fuck TMX. I just want to beat his ass one time.
Oh, so we're gonna. That was all of our competitors. We are going to go to the ring. The match starts with KC and Deviant immediately launching into a fast-paced exchange of lucha, arm drags, springboards, hurricane ranas, tilt-a-whirl counters. TMX playing the opportunist and watching it all unfold from the back. Rockstar, the first one in, coming in to level things out, locking KC in a Texas cloverleaf. But Asian Panda ends up breaking it up with a standing moonsault. The first pin comes quick. Asian Panda hits a shooting star press on KC and scores the first pinfall at 4 minutes, 28 seconds. Your interim champion, Asian Panda.
Jeez.
Havok comes in like a wrecking ball, tossing people out over the ring and throwing Deviant over the ropes onto Panda and Rockstar. Havok hits KC with a Death Valley driver and follows with a camel clutch. KC refusing to tap until Havok releases and fish hooks him, adding a cross-face grip for a tap at 8 minutes, 59 seconds. Interim champion, Havok. Deviant launches himself with a double jump tornado DDT and spikes TMX. TMX rolls out of the ring as Deviant catches Rockstar with a spike Rana to the with a basement Hurricane Rana spiking Rockstar to the mat. He hits KC with a Spanish fly from the top rope, landing clean and getting the pin at 13 minutes 16 seconds. Your interim champion, Deviant. TMX sneaks in and nearly steals a pin on Rockstar, but Rockstar kicks out, locking him in a crossface. TMX gets to the ropes, even though that doesn't really matter here. Rockstar gets revenge, hitting a big diving elbow off the top to break up a cluster brawl, catching Deviant mid-springboard with a big boot, hitting him for an encore on KC for the pin at 17:40. Interim champion, Hall of Famer, Johnny Rockstar.
Let's go.
The Asian Panda takes flight, this time hitting a springboard clothesline on Rockstar and a handspring back elbow to Havok in the corner. TMX returns, hitting a double underhook suplex off the second rope on Deviant, pulling off a rolling snap pile driver on Rockstar for a pin at 22 minutes 32 seconds. Interim champion TMX. Havok breaks up the celebration immediately, pulling TMX up and hitting a running sit-out powerbomb, pinning him at 24 minutes 57 seconds. Interim champion Havok. Chaos reigns. Everyone is hitting everything. KC hits a springboard spinning heel kick to Panda, but Deviant hits a crucifix driver on KC for another near fall. Rockstar climbs for a moonsault, but TMX knocks him off, sending him crashing to the floor. TMX climbs, dives, and hits a wild Phoenix splash on all 5 of the competitors. The crowd going nuts. Havok back up, stalking Deviant. She hits a brutal blackout slam, but before she can pin, TMX springboards in, drop kicking Havok out of the ring. He scoops up Deviant, hitting the X-Driver, hooking the leg. 1, 2, 3, pinfall at 29 minutes 45 seconds, and final interim champion of the match, TMX.
First off, that motherfucker could not do a springboard, okay? That motherfucker tried to do a springboard, it would break some bodies. I'm just saying.
He could try, though.
That wasn't Iran getting bombed. That was a fucking earthquake from fucking TMX.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, still your SWA National Champion, TMX. And that leads us into match 4, which this became a grudge match pretty quick when Cerebi inserted himself into the last Immortal Championship match.
That's true.
Funnily involving KC Luchador. But we have got Cerebi challenging RJ Colbert in a Hell in the Cell Hate in a Crate match for the Immortal Championship.
Rockstar, you let me down.
We are going to start off with the challenger, Cerebi.
RJ, whoa, dude, pump the brakes, because your menstrual cycle just going into overdrive here, don't you think? I mean, that rant and rave was boring. I mean, allow me to tell you a story. Maybe this will open up your mind to why I did what I did and what I'm going to continue doing. Pull up a chair, pull up a rug. I don't care. Hell, find your favorite teddy bear and cuddle up to it. The reason I took your title from you after I speared you, the reason I've been mocking you is because you were once something I actually thought was cool, thought was unique. And then all of a sudden you became the very thing that is bullshit. You developed into a cog of mediocrity. You became a wheel in a simplistic title reign, a boring reign of immortality, if you will. You see, you're just like everyone else. You're looking forward to that dream match, that next step. But, I hate to be a buzzkill. My name is not Ralph Swagger. I'm not Shady Shaman Chicken. I'm not Kurt Brooks. I'm not TJ Blair. I'm not Hangman Gage. I am not. Oh, hell, who else could have dragged me into this little not this and not that? Oh, hell, let's see. I'm not the Northern. I'm not. Oh, let's see. Who else? I'm not Seth Sessenbrenner. I'm not this person. I'm not that person. I'm not the one that you go out and plan. I'm not the one that you go out and dream about going against. I'm the demon. I'm the nightmare on the side of the ring, watching, stalking, waiting for my time. I'm the outsider no one believes deserves to be in this company or in this title picture. But I will be damned if I stop. I'm going to be damned if I let you continue on being a piece of mediocrity, being a piece of bullshit. When I walk away from the Creative Hate title match, and it will be me walking away officially with your belt, you're going to be curled up in the middle of the ring, crying. You're going to be wondering, how could the outsider, how could the one that no one wanted, how could Cerebi beat me? Unlike you, unlike them, unlike hell, everybody that is part of the problem here in SWA. Unlike them, I have nothing to lose, and I'm willing to cross every single line to get it.
He's right about one thing. Nobody dreams about fighting Cerebi. That'd be mean. I'm just saying. That'd be mean.
He brought that intensity, man, and that's the kind of thing I like. Maybe he'll bring that out of RJ Colbert. We are about to find out, because, ladies and gentlemen, your SWA Immortal Champion, the most hated RJ Colbert.
See, after you attacking me, you believe that you've shown weakness towards me. You believe that you've shown my weakness, and you believe that you are the bigger man. But you have shown your weakness along with what you've thought have been mine. You can only attack me from behind because you are afraid of me. You are afraid of what I've become. You are afraid of what I am still capable of doing. You are afraid of me being the Immortal Champion. I caught your songs. I caught your lyrics towards me. And all that I gathered from them was, you don't know a single thing about me. You don't know RJ Colbert at all. You decided to attack me from behind without knowing the man that you were attacking in the first place, which was your first mistake. And your last. Hate in a crate. Hate in a crate. You have no idea what you have gotten yourself into. I'm going to look across the ring from you, and I'm going to see a prey. I'm going to see weakness. I'm going to see failure. Because that's all you're going to be, is failure. Failure to be an SWA wrestler after coming back. Failure of being a contender for my Immortal Championship. And failure as a wrestler in whole. You may believe you have this in the bag just because of your size. Your body may be the size of a behemoth, but your gall, your courage, and your dick is the size of a peanut. And you have no fucking idea what it is going to take me out and to take my championship. So get ready and be ready, because you are about to be in the fight of your life. And I'll be damned if I'm going to go out easy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, everyone decided to leave, apparently. But that is okay. Hang on. My internet's fucking up. I'll be back. Okay, cool. As long as it's not on my end. Anywho, we are going to go ahead and go to the ring. The moment the cage lowers, RJ Colbert charges forward with fists flying. Cerebi meets him in the middle, and the cell becomes a war zone. Cerebi throws RJ into the corner, bludgeoning him with shoulder blocks, each one thudding like a shotgun blast. RJ sweeps Cerebi's legs out from under him and punts him in the ribs, hooking the big man and landing a spine-jarring fisherman buster, but Cerebi kicks out at two. RJ climbs the top rope for a flying knee, but Cerebi, pure strength, catches him in midair and lands a massive spine buster. He drags RJ out of the ring and whips him face first into the chain link wall, dragging him back up for another drive into the chain. And on the third one, RJ reverses, sending Cerebi crashing through the cell door and tumbling outside. RJ starts climbing the ring and Cerebi follows. The two men meet on top, trading blows in a dangerous balancing act. RJ lands a snap German suplex that nearly sends Cerebi off the edge. He lines up for a knee strike, but Cerebi explodes with a huge shoulder block. Cerebi pulling RJ up into a barrage of sickening headbutts before locking him in and chokeslam through the cage roof. The cell roof giving away and RJ crashing through to the ring below. The ref is hesitant, unsure if RJ can even continue, but Colbert still trying to pull himself back upright, broken, dazed, but still fighting. Cerebi climbs down back into the ring, pulling RJ up, and RJ lands a surprise code breaker, then a ripcord discus lariat, leaving both men laying flat on the mat. RJ slowly crawling for the pin. 1, 2, and Cerebi still gets the shoulder up. RJ with a final burst sets up for a springboard knee off the ropes, but Cerebi surging forward and catches him midair, locking the mandible claw in, lifting RJ high and spiking him with ancient history. RJ bouncing off the mat, and the ref counts 1, 2, 3. Your winner and new SWA Immortal Champion, Cerebi. Cerebi collapses to one knee, clutching the belt to his chest, eyes never leaving RJ. He just smiles, pats his chest, and walks out of the cage holding his new championship high. There we go. And I'm back. And I'm still all alone. But that's okay, because, ladies and gentlemen, what's next has the potential to be match of the night. I personally have followed and been part of these guys' journey from the beginning to actually know that I got to be here to see this happen on an SWA stage, especially as the co-main event for one of our shows like this. Shin Gekido and TJ Shadows are probably the most underrated people that we have. I try to give them as much credit as I possibly can. because I really do feel like they set a standard. So I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke for all of you all night. We're going to go ahead and get to our co-main event. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with your SWA Strong Style Champion, Shin Gekido.
Hajimemashite, Gekido Shin. Shin versus TJ Shadows for the Chaos title, the main event of SWA. I want you people to understand something, how far back this goes, how deep this goes, how much this match is going to mean. The significance of this match is huge. Why? Because this is the anniversary of when me and TJ started to train. Our roots in strong style go all the way back, 20 years or so. So, you'll be treated to a very violent, drag-out slugfest. It's going to go on for 50 minutes. 50 minutes because he and I do not know the meaning of the word quit. Therefore, we are practically going to kill each other. Because despite being brothers, despite being the best of friends, at the end of the day, when that bell rings, it's all business. I would feel insulted, I would feel disrespected if he didn't try to kill me. And he'd feel the same if I didn't try to take his head off with my god-killer lariato that has ended so many careers. Now, at the end of the night, whomever is the last one standing will be the Chaos Champion. But at the end of the night, when it's all said and done, he and I are going to go out for drinks and talk about our favorite spots in the match. Now, before we get to that, we're going to violently beat the absolute shit out of each other. Because it is what we do, and it's what we do best. And honestly, it's just going to show each and every last one of you on this fucking roster how a fight, how a match is supposed to go. Oh, and TJ, you already know this, but omae wa motion de iu. So, therefore, so long, sayonara, good night. I will bring to you my brand of chaos, so enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your SWA Strong Style Champion, Shin Gekido. We are going to move straight on to his opponent for the night, the reigning, defending SWA Chaos Champion, TJ.
Shin Gekido. How many times have we been here on the roof of our dojo? And we just kept telling ourselves, one day, we're going to make it. One day, this business we love will learn just how much we're willing to sacrifice for it. How many times did we look to the stars and promised ourselves that would be us? Now look at us, man. You, the Wrath of Osaka, the SWA Strong Style Champion. And me, your friendly neighborhood Warforged, the SWA Chaos Champion. still had that plum wine we were fermenting. We should have let it last for like another month or so, but I'm not wasting alcohol. You know this. Much like I don't waste opportunities. You see, Shin, I chose this match for 2 reasons. One, because I just wanted to fight you. I wanted to know what I'm doing was the right thing. I wanted there to be no doubts whatsoever. But on the other hand, I'm doing this for you. Because you know what I see that the others don't when you defend that Strong Style Championship? I see you play the role of Superman. But not in the case of being invincible. Not in the sense of you being a Boy Scout. Not in the sense of you being a poster child for the division. I see you as Superman because I see you holding back in a world full of cardboard. That's not to say your competition isn't worthwhile. But I know you better than anybody in this business, Shin. I know when you're holding back. Because the moment you swing at full strength, you won't have much of a division to defend against. So I figured, against me, last man standing, with a chance of furthering your legacy, up against my ability to extend my own, you have no choice but to go all out. Hell, I'll go a step further. SWA saw us come into this. Urban Death Squad, the Wrath of Osaka, and the War Force. They have heard small, little bits about who we are on the outside of these great walls. In this match, you have no choice but to show them what the Devil King is all about. Show me the man that motivated entire companies to get their shit in order. Show me the man that made Alucard think twice. In exchange, I will give you every bit of the demigod that still rests in these bones. I didn't leave him at the retirement home when I came out of it. He's still there. A man who's had to fight for every single second of existence he's ever had. Who had to fight back from being flatlined on that operating table years ago. In this moment, Shin, this is our chance to evolve with no pressure, no restrictions. Just you and me waging war for the sake of waging war. But it's like I said before, there is still a stalemate on our record that I plan on taking as my own. At the end of this, I plan on being 30 and 29. Shin Gekido, I'm telling you this as your brother. The moment that bell rings, shoot to kill. Because if you hesitate, well, it wouldn't be the first time I exercised you. Hopefully, this will be the last.
Beautiful as always from our Chaos Champion. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go ahead and tell everybody I cannot take credit for this match by any means. This was all put together by your SWA Chaos Champion, the Warforged TJ Shadows. I want to thank him personally for all his effort. I have not edited or changed a single thing about it. I think TJ did a fantastic job. So big ups to TJ Shadows for writing the match, to him and Tom for getting their work in and everything. Love these guys. Urban Death Squad, always been some of my favorites, and that's why. Now, I will tell you, TJ and I are both big fans of New Japan, so this match is a bit of a beefy boy. But stick with me. We're going to have some fun. The bell rings, but neither man moves. Shadow stands firm, arms low, gaze sharp but calm. Across from him, Shin Gekido rolls his shoulders, nostrils flaring as he cracks his neck. Shadow suddenly speaks in a firm yet loud fashion. Who am I getting, huh, Shin? Pride or wrath? Shin calmly responds with a smirk. Depends on who you deserve. They step forward, slow, deliberate, no circling, just two men staring through one another. Then the first strikes. Two thunderous slaps, one from each of them. Both tank the blow and lightly smile, a sign that no quarter will be given before they lock up in a traditional collar and elbow tie-up. The early goings mirror their roots, gritty chain wrestling mixed with punishing strikes. TJ targets the neck with cravats, knees, and palm strikes. Shin zeroes in on the ribs, still damaged from Shadow's last title defense. They trade control like two men who know each other's bones. Reversals aren't reactions, they're premonitions. Shadows ducks a roundhouse kick, German suplex. Shin rolls through, buzzsaw kick to the temple before Shadows can respond. The ref's count reaches 5, but Shadows gets up, teeth bloodied and smiling, waving his hand for more. Shin lets loose a brutal combo, palm strikes, a back elbow, and a front kick that pushes Shadows off the ropes, who returns with a shoulder tackle that drops Shin, who kips up from the impact, dusting off his shoulder. Shin jokingly stares at Shadows, asking, that extra mass from ramen, it's for show rather than strength building, huh? Shadows comically shakes his head before dropping Shin with a stiff right hand, looking down, patting his stomach with a wide smile. Not sure. You tell me if the strength's there. A few moments later, and another collar elbow turns into a chain sequence, neither man breaking for air. Shadows wrenching in a grounded hammerlock, digging the elbow into Shin's spine. Shin works the counter, reversing pressure and soon grounding Shadows with suffocating pressure as he locks on a wrist lock. The crowd doesn't cheer, they murmur, they watch. Shadows is able to swing Shin off of him, and as he stabilizes himself, palm strikes, Shin lands Shin square in the jaw. Shin forearm Shadows in return, no movement. Another strike, another return. Back and forth until finally Shadows ducks a shot, angles behind, and hits a deadlift backdrop driver. Shin's head bounces off the mat. Shadows simply takes a knee, almost in knowing it's not enough. The ref gets up to 6 and Shin gets up, glaring at Shadows. Shadows simply spits blood out of his mouth, looking at the man he calls his tag team partner as the nearby camera catches audio of Shadows talking to him as he returns to his feet. There you are. Time to dance with the devil. Shadows looks to keep the pressure up. Precision palm strikes. He's targeting old injuries. Shin fights through the pain with stiff kicks to Shadow's ribs, dragging him into deep water as each exchange switches who has the tempo. Shin's strikes get faster and Shadow's slowing from the numbing pain of every strike. Shin ducks a shot and nearly takes Shadow's head off with a spinning back fist, dropping him to a knee. Shin roaring at him, you wanted this. You wanted my brand of chaos. So enjoy it. He then spikes Shadows with a deadlift brainbuster, not once, not twice, but 3 times, almost 3 Amigo style. On the last one, he floats over onto his feet, and as Shadows aches to sit up, Shin nails a disgusting penalty kick that catches Shadows across the jaw with the toe of his boot. The ref's count makes it to 7. Shadows staring back at the Chaos title by the Shin staring back at the Chaos title by the timekeeper and yelling at Shadows, asking if he's finally dead for good. Shadow grinding his knuckles into the mat as he pushes himself up, face flushed and bleeding from the lip, responding in an almost snarl-like cadence. Not on your life. Shadows wipes the blood from his mouth, locks eyes with Shin, and makes a hand motion, the old throat slit signal they used to do back when they were terrorizing tag divisions. Shin shakes his head and returns the gesture before they explode into a full-on hockey fight, the crowd showing their emotion as they roar in response. Shadows shoots back and plants his feet before going for a move from Shin's bag of tricks. The X trigger, that vicious spinning heel kick. Shin ducks, sidesteps, wraps Shadows from behind, and the crowd erupts. He's setting up for Mr. Sandman, Shadow's own patented rear naked choke. Shin sinks it in while kneeling on Shadow's back, wrenching it down. Shadows flails. He's been here before, but this time he rolls through and slams Shin into the turnbuckle. The crowd clapping in rhythm, feeling the stakes climbing. They separate, eyes wide, familiarity breeding danger. Shadows charges, but Shin sidesteps and snatches the wrist, teasing at the Shadows Plex exploder, but Shadows braces his legs. He knows that trap. He breaks Shin's grasp and twists into a ripcord. Bam! Iron headbutt. Shin's knees buckle. Shadows steps back, lets out a war cry, and goes for a second iron headbutt, but Shin explodes forward with a grit your teeth knee strike, a move Shadows made famous, now used against him. Shadows collapses. The crowd is split between horror and awe. The ref starts to count again. 3, 4, Shadows is crawling. 5, 6, Shadows finally able to stand straight, doesn't move. 7, 8, Shadows is up. 9, Shin doesn't let up, grabbing Shadows into a torture rack, gripping his neck and landing a Devil King driver. Gekido nailing his burning hammer and just stares at the lifeless body of Shadows as the ref counts. The crowd joining the ref as he gets to 7. Shadows slowly rolls toward the ropes. Shin staring at him, almost stalking as the ref raises his hand for 10, and Shadow's lower half rolls beneath the bottom rope, his feet on the ground as the ref waves off the count. Shin, beside himself, just laughs as he rolls out the opposite side. Shin stalking Shadows, screaming something in Japanese, eyes blazing as he runs around the ring, building up momentum. Shadows collecting himself, cocking his arm, and going for his own God Killer lariat, the one he's used to destroy legacies and dreams. But Shadows spins and decapitates him with his own Millennium Lariat. A full-body discus lariat, every ounce of Shadow's weight behind it. Shin is turned inside out by his own momentum meeting Shadows. The crowd on their feet chanting fight forever. Shadows pulls Shin up. Fireman carry, his entire body trembling. He places him on top of the announce table before painfully climbing up it himself. He puts Shin back onto his shoulders as he overlooks the crowd and yells at the top of his lungs something in Japanese before he nails "embrace the end." Fireman carry brainbuster, driving both men straight through the table. Shin crashes down, folding like an origami, body bent, unmoving, but so does Shadows, using the last of himself for building and shaking to pulling himself back up to his feet. Shin Gekido still laid out as the referee reaches a 10 count. It is over. The medics scramble to get to both men. Shadows barely standing with the guardrails help as he's handed his Chaos Championship. As the medics help up Shin, Shadows goes over and grabs the SWA Strong Style Championship, just staring at it as he smirks before limping over to his brother. Resisting the crash cart, TJ simply hands the belt to Shin with a wide smile and holds up his Chaos Championship. Shin staring at his partner and then chuckles as the two exchange words in Japanese. Your winner and still SWA Chaos Champion, TJ Shadows. And here we are. Just me and all of you. Thank all of you for sticking with me this long. We're almost done, guys. We're at what you all came to see, though. We are at the main event. Now, according to the card, the first one in this match, the SWA World Heavyweight Championship between Bong Daddy and Ralph Swagger, is Bong Daddy. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, BD30 Bong Daddy himself.
Now, I know the SWA universe has been waiting all fucking night for right here and right fucking now. And before I head out to the ring, and yeah, I gotta go first. I'm the challenger in this match. Ralphie. I'm gonna make my way through those curtains. The fucking crowd is gonna pop. They ain't gonna know what to do with themselves. Everybody's gonna have their fucking ass off their fucking chair, all right? We usually put asses in seats, but this fucking industry is about to witness something that they've been waiting for a very long time, and that's for me to cut off the head of the snake of SWA. Do you understand me? Ralphie, do you feel me? Have I had you confused throughout this week? Not understanding, thinking that I'm gonna take you lightly of all fucking people. One of the pillars of this company. This company, a pillar, a small pillar. Because let's be serious, I gotta play down to come here, all right? I'm used to a bigger body of fucking water, all right? I like to get shit wet. Trust me on that. But I know what you mean to this company. And I listened to the names that rattled out of your fucking cocksucker. Yeah, I sure did. Rick Air. Mr. I'm gonna pull the feed because I can't handle the heat that the Bong Daddy and the Kliq brought to the fucking scene, right? Right, Ricky? Go back to retirement, old man. Go back to retirement. And it doesn't end there, though. You brought up the Walker sisters. Yeah, look at those two hold each other's vaginas. Yeah, Tommy boy, he fucking tucked tail, got the fuck out of Dodge, and Larry, he's just trying to avoid that fucking not-so-friendly fire. But you mentioned another guy, too. You mentioned Glenn. And see, not a lot of people around here understand that Glenn and I also have history. He hasn't always been the biggest fan, especially when he was pitching peanuts in fucking heresy. Yeah, he was demoted. He didn't deserve to be on the roster. He ain't gonna come back here like it's 2021 and save the fucking day. All right, you're talking about guys that are gone. Guys that don't have the same impact on this business that they used to. And you have to acknowledge the fact of what and who you have around you, the collective. Yeah, Ralphie, I know that if I get a win over you, it's bigger than a World Heavyweight Championship. It's taking out one of the few that actually make the collective a regime, a faction worth fucking paying attention to. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Vita, Gypsy, Dante, J fucking D, none of them are worth a shit. And Shady has become so fucking predictable and so run down that his time's running out too. That leaves old Blue Eyes. And me and him, we've gone toe-to-toe before, as have me and Shady. And trust me, they're not going to be in a big fucking hurry to come to your aid. But my guys are going to take care of business tonight. They already did. All right? And they're going to accompany me to the fucking ring. They ain't going to be side by side. We ain't marching down there like we're going to march through everybody in the fucking World Cup. No. They're going to be strategically placed throughout the fucking arena, making sure every exit strategy that you have is shut the fuck down. All right? You're going to have to come out of your locker room. You're going to have to march down that ramp. And every step you take is one closer to your fucking retirement party, buddy. Because this doesn't end any other way than me taking the one thing that everybody around here, especially Jimmy, is afraid of me getting my fucking hands on. Come on down, Ralphie. You're the next contestant on getting your ass fucked up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was, even as he said, your contender. He is currently in possession of the SWA World Heavyweight Championship title belt. So we are going to go to the official SWA World Heavyweight Champion. I love this guy. It's the Unchained Hooligan, Ralph Swagger.
I hear the naysayers. I hear the doubters. I hear the haters.
I hear people whispering outside my window at night telling me that I'm in a crisis situation that I can't get out of, that I bit off too much, that in the main event of Blood and Steel for the SWA World Heavyweight Championship, I should just walk down that aisle, style on a profile, get in the middle of the ring, look at you eye to eye, and then lay down. Lay down so you can pin me 1, 2, 3. And then you, Bong Daddy, and the Kliq and one rough shot of SWA, do whatever the hell you want. And I can just ride off in the sunset and don't worry about a damn thing. But see, that's the thing about it. While people want me to do that, I am one of the pillars of SWA. I am the heart and soul of SWA. And I'll be damned if I let you do that, Bong Daddy. That's why this match is so important to me. For the soul of SWA, me and you go at it at Blood and Steel. And believe me, like I said before, there will be a lot of blood flowing in that ring because there will be a lot of steel getting thrown around in there. Because me and you, we are going to be tussling. It's going to be one of those classic bloodbaths that everybody going to be talking about. Me and you, one-on-one, mano-a-mano. And I already know when I hit you dead in the mouth when the minute the bell ring, I already know what type of match it's going to be. And you think that you're bigger, faster, and stronger than me. Oh, yeah, that's great. That's great. But in the middle of that ring, I'm a wing rise veteran. You should know that. I'm not no wet behind the ears guy. I know what to do in that ring. And believe me, Bong Daddy, I'm going to outthink you, outwit you, outperform you. I'm going to take you to amazing grace and floating opportunity. Every chance that you fuck up, I'm going to take advantage of it. And I am going to survive your onslaught. Because you think you're just going to put me down with that stunner that you got? You can put me down with that stunner that you got 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I'm going to get back up. And each time I get back up, that's your aura. That's your ego withering away because, oh, Swagger should have been down by now. He shouldn't be getting up. That's how much I don't give up, Bong Daddy. Because I will devastate, dominate, victimize, and obliterate you with the technical punishmental prowess that only the Sultan of Southern Strong Style can provide. And I'm going to leave you in the middle of the ring, broken, beaten, battered. Basically, blood and other bodily fluids flowing out of your body to where Seth Sessenberger and G.O.A.T have no choice but to go. Bring that SWA World Heavyweight Championship, bring it to the ring, and set it at my feet. Because they know they've been defeated. They know you've been defeated by this old man right here, the Unchained Hooligan, the Unchained Workhorse Rap Swat. And believe me, when I have your ass pinned, when I have you looking at the lights in the ceiling, and oh God, it's going to be so fucking appealing, you're going to know that you were the one in a crisis situation that you can't get out of. Because I am walking out, crawling out. I don't care if I stumble out of Blood and Steel World Heavyweight Champion. And believe me, it's going to be a new day. Yes, it is.
Shady!
What's up?
You made it for the main event, you sexy bastard, you.
I heard my name mentioned and something about how I don't quite have what I used to have or something like that. I don't know, damn it.
I don't know who would have said something atrocious like that.
So I figured I would come on here, and give a little bit of attention, where attention seekers are seeking it, Because the World Cup is coming up. And, if anyone thinks that I'm dead or out and just don't have it anymore, man. Let's just wait and find out.
It's so hard to pick a winner this year, man. Everything I've seen for the World Cup is just top talent after top talent.
I'm looking. It's one of those. I'm glad Grant's doing it again. It's one of those things, man. When somebody does something and it works, it just works. And we're going to find a #1 contender for the SME World Heavyweight Champion, Bulletproof Phil Marshall. I said it right that time, motherfucker. So fuck you.
It's not Phil Bulletproof Marshall anymore.
It's Bulletproof Phil Marshall. or fuck man, however you want to say it. But whoever has the promo of the World Cup, whoever has the absolute best promo cut in the World Cup, whether it be in the first round, the last round, whatever, they're going to be the number one contender. So
it's coming soon, and it's going to be the most majestic clusterfuck you've ever seen.
Yes.
It's just going to be so much top talent and so many people gunning for the biggest. Like, I mean, I know that phrase gets thrown around a lot in the world of wrestling, but like for the people that do what we do, this is the biggest prize in the game. Like, we can have all the king of social media tournaments and all the comp championships and stuff that we want. Like, this is it. This is the big game. This is the World Cup. This is where you bring nothing but the best that you have, or you just don't come.
Exactly. But I'm looking forward to representing, SWA. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Shady, you could get canceled for things like that.
Yeah, well,
Oh, that's right. We're after dark. We don't care.
Still be fighting for SME as always. You know what I mean? But
right?
Representing Team SWA.
Why wouldn't you be? But
SWA.
You know what? Before we get to all that, we're going to go ahead and get to our main event, and then once that's out of the way, I'm sure there's plenty of fun stuff we could go over. Now that I got my SME missioner here,
I got faith in Swagger.
Ladies and gentlemen, the tension is electric. The moment BD30's theme hits, Swagger's pacing the ring like a caged animal as BD walks down with swaggering confidence and a big smirk, holding the belt over his shoulder. When the bell rings, they skip the collar and elbow. This is a street fight with rules. The two explode into fists, heavy, ugly punches. BD goes low with a chop block to Swagger's knee, stomping at it repeatedly and grinding Swagger's knee into the mat. Swagger fights back to his feet, landing a release German suplex that sends BD tumbling into the corner, followed by a running splash into the turnbuckles. BD rolls out only for Swagger to follow with a suicide dive to the outside. Just when Swagger lines up for a dagger, Sessenbrenner rushes the ring. G.O.A.T comes from the crowd. BD's cavalry is here, but JD is not far behind, steel chair in hand, but KC Riddle comes over the barricade and intercepts him. Gypsy Queen comes through the crowd, throwing haymakers with G.O.A.T on the floor. Shady Sean McKenzie, ribs still wrapped, limps his way down, throwing hands with Seth Sessenbrenner. The crowd losing its mind. Security scrambles. Referees sprint out trying to clear the battlefield. Amidst the carnage, the referee gets knocked down, but he ends up regaining his senses just as he ejects every single person from ringside. The arena erupts. BD stalking Swagger like a vulture. He counters a desperate right hand and plants Swagger with a slightly faded stunner right in the center of the ring. The crowd gasps, but the ref is slow to drop for the count, still catching his breath after the chaos. BD shouting at him to move faster. 1, 2, and Swagger kicks out. BD grabs the ref up by the collar, barking in his face, shoving him into the corner, yelling at him about the slow count. But Swagger back up, hitting the ropes, and just as BD turns around, Swagger lands a dagger, quickly rolling BD up for the 1, 2, 3. Ralph Swagger takes the SWA Championship, clutching the belt as he makes his way back up the ramp as fast as he can, leaving BD wondering what the hell happened. Was that slow count on purpose, or was it just an accident?
Shadier things have happened, folks, right?
I mean, Swagger got the belt back. I mean, I think in his book, that's the main point, right?
Yep.
Congratulations, Ralph Swagger. That was, I mean, we knew it was going to break into chaos. I didn't know a certain somebody was going to be there.
Actually, should my clap go? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's like that.
If only you'd packed your referee shirt, huh, Shady?
I mean, you know, congratulations to Ralph Swagger, the one guy who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame this year. If you haven't voted, go vote for Ralph Swagger. Go over to the EWN page right now. Look up the Unfiltered Guys post and vote for Ralph Swagger to be going. He shouldn't have to be voted in. He should already, just be inducted. But you have all these little cliques, around the EFED world who always want to vote for their buddies. You know what I'm saying? So again, I appreciate someone like Grant who knows how to filter through that a little bit. And the EWN Hall of Fame is something to be respected. You know what I mean? So people still thrive to be in that son of a bitch. So Ralph will get there.
Yeah, I want Ralph to get there. He deserves to be there.
Should have been there way before me. You know what I mean? But I mean,
so go there, vote for Ralph. Vote. I mean, you vote for Ralph. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell Grandma. She'd love us.
Hey, Granny.
So, Shady, I know we need to have everything. Like, we're trying to set up for a number one contender for the SME World Championship. How we coming on a tournament for a number one contender?
Whoever we're going to do a tournament, but whoever has the promo of the World Cup, that's the number one contender. Like, whoever Grant feels like cut the absolute best promo whenever the World Cup happens, whoever has that promo of the World Cup, that's the number one contender. That's who will be Phil Marshall's next opponent.
I like that.
And then after that match happens, we'll do a number one contender tournament. Look, shit happens in people's lives. I'm one of them. Had a lot of stuff going on this past 8-9 months. Yeah. So no excuses.
We've all had a lot of stuff going on. People in and out of town, people in and out taking care of family. Yeah. I've had a couple of people I've had to tell in the past week, like, man, real life comes first. Like, this is I know we all love this, but again, this is a hobby. It's something we do for fun. Real life will always come first, no matter what.
I'm actually on vacation right now from it. I left all the chats. Dude, just the past couple of days has been wonderful. I love everybody in the chat. Don't get me wrong. I love all the EFED people. But every now and then, man, you just need to go touch grass for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I get it. Like, I love everybody, but at the same time, I'm in the same boat that, like, every now and then I just want to be like, you know what? For 2 weeks, don't any of you fuckers talk to me.
Yeah.
Not that anybody did anything wrong. I just need everything. Everything's up here, and I need it to come down to here, and you guys aren't helping it come down to here.
I've had people message me thinking, I'm dying or something. I'm like, no, man, I just need a break.
Yeah, I just needed some quiet. It's fine. And muting the chat doesn't do a whole lot because you still end up with like, holy shit, what all did I miss?
Yeah. I mean, when you try to do a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes and, just keep everything going everywhere, you know what I mean? It's a lot, and a lot of people do it, so kudos to everyone that does work behind the scenes of a company, whether it's SME affiliated or not. It's part of the game. You'll all be SME affiliated at some point. What do you want to be? You want to be number one?
Which, I mean, and I've tried to tell people a couple of times, that's usually how I handle it. We'll do a show like this or, one of the big 2-night shows or something. If I've got to get a match card up for what's coming next, I will get that up the next day. But for a minimum of 24 to 48 hours, I don't want to hear any complaints. I don't want to hear this, that, or the other about it. Here's your match card. Leave me alone.
Yeah. like I said, man, I told everyone that reached out, like, look, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing major. You know what I mean? Nothing happened. There's no EFED drama that forced me to take a break. It's just, I knew I had some days off. I got a 3-day weekend coming up, starting tomorrow. And I actually got off half a day early today. So it started early. And got a 4-day weekend coming up next weekend. So, yeah, I just want to enjoy some things, without having to, my phone going off, or somebody, even if somebody tags me, like, I'm not paying attention to it, so.
Yeah, it's nice to get to that point of like, man, I don't have to pay attention to any of this for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't have to look at it. I'm good. But Shady, I am so happy you at least made it for the main event. To all the people that stuck with us for this whole 2-hour event, man,
you were alone the whole time, weren't you?
Dan and I have done 5-match shows and finished them in like a little over an hour. But man, I had one more match and 2-hour show.
I didn't realize you were by yourself until like right before I came on. I went, checked on my phone and seen the chat and seen you had posted the link, and then your disappointment in a certain someone. So,
thank you, Pete. That means a lot. That's sort of the thing. It's always for the people behind the scenes. It's always like everything's coming together as a build up to the show, and then once the show happens, okay, good. I can let my brain rest.
On to the next.
So that's
for someone like me, that's typically what it is, man. I mean, when you're in so many companies and get asked to do so much stuff, you know what I mean? You don't ever want to let people down. You know what I'm saying? So, like last night, I feel like I let EMP down. Had a matchup with Glenn, but my protege Shady Jimmy came out and subpar to future story.
The last thing I want to do is encourage anybody like to step away from stuff or let anybody down, but at the same time, I'll tell people in a heartbeat, you can be in too many feds.
Yeah.
And too much can be expected from you because, like, if you've got too much to do at one time, like, you're going to miss stuff. You're going to get burned out. And then you're still going to end up feeling like you let people down. So, like, don't spread yourself too thin.
Yeah.
That hurts a lot of people. But other than that, Shady, I don't really have anything else. I am about to go actually knock out. It's been a long day for me.
Right on, brother man. Hope everyone enjoyed the show. Thanks for tuning in. Go check out Social Media Entertainment. Yeah, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Tell your friends. Get everybody subscribed, following us on Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Remember, it's not about you.
It's about
SM. Love you guys. Leave you guys. And we'll see you again very, very soon.